The main part of my childhood happened in the 1980s. What a time to be a child. Back in the 80s, cartoon shows were soap operas for kids. You'd rush home to see the latest episode of your favorite show. Then, at school the next day, discuss it with your friends. You could choose from a bunch of fire-ass cartoons like He-Man, G.I. Joe, Thundercats, and of course, hello everyone, my name is SSC Spectacular, and I'm your NCLSC for all things entertaining on this channel. And in this video, I plan to detail exactly why I enjoy the Transformers, G1 specifically, so much. This was the groundwork. I lived through Diaclone making its change to Transformers, and it was spectacular. Diaclone was one of two Takara toy lines from which the earliest Generation 1 Transformers toys came. Diaclone is a portmanteau of Diamond and Cyclone, strong as a diamond, fast as a cyclone. Before the Transformers brand was introduced, Takara directly exported some of Diaclone toys to North America under the brand names of Diakron and Kronoform, but was unsuccessful. In 1983, Hasbro representatives struck a deal with toy company Takara to create the Transformers brand. Once Transformers proved to be successful, plans for the 1985 Diaclone line were scrapped and Transformers was imported to Japan in its place. The Generation 1 continuity family is the biggest, oldest, and longest running continuity family in all of Transformers canon. The original cartoon ran from 1984 to 1987 and captured the imagination of children and the young at heart worldwide. The designation Transformer stems from the species' generally shared ability to transform, rearranging their component parts from a robotic primary mode into an alternate form, generally vehicles. During its initial run, the brand was simply called the Transformers. It wasn't until the Transformers Generation 2 branding was introduced that the fans retroactively coined the term Generation 1. One particularly helpful bit of marketing was the clean divide between the good guys and the bad guys' alternate modes. The heroic Autobots were the cars and trucks, and the evil Decepticons were, well, everything else. Both armies, Autobot and Decepticon, had memorable and lovable characters such as Starscream, Megatron, Grimlock, and of course, Optimus Prime. The two major factions had interesting splinter factions, such as the Dinobots, Insecticons, Constructicons, and the rest of the combiner teams. The idea of automobiles versus aerial-based robots was awesome, but I never liked the aerial bots or the Stunticons themselves, as they flipped and spoiled the whole dynamic for me personally. I enjoyed most of it all the way up until the end of the movie and a little bit of season 3. Most robots by then were crazy looking visions of futuristic vehicles or weren't based off anything in particular. Then the gimmicks ensued, the theme songs, voice acting talent, and of course, those sound effects were fire as. I could listen to the old school transformation sound all day long. All the homies would try to imitate the sound with just their voice.
Si Optimum Prime! Puking inang yan, Optimum Prime!
I think more than anything, the tagline of Robots in Disguise has stuck with me. These toys resembled their real-life counterpart as much as they could in 1984. And this, in my mind, was the whole reason for the taglines of More Than Meets the Eye and Robots in Disguise. But even G1 had its problems, muddled with gimmicks like Headmasters, Target Masters, Action Masters, Pretenders, and the like. Hasbro was interested in anything to keep the toy line alive for a while. Then, the often and forgettable Generation 2 kicked in with awful and gaudy recolors, huge weapons, spring-loaded this and that, redesigns of Megatron because American mothers couldn't handle a toy gun anymore. Later era Transformers were uninteresting and very much not in disguise. For instance, Beast Wars, I didn't and still don't like for various reasons. I was in my first years of US Army career when this was going on. If this channel and content starts to pop off, maybe I'll take a look at Beast Wars one day. Armageddon, Energon, Combiner Wars, blah blah blah. But I will say Combiner Wars is about the newest thing I have watched in recent years, and that's because it's becoming increasingly harder for me to stomach what we call TV these days. In the end, G1 was the birth of everything we know and love as Transformers fans, and if you're getting tired of G1, I don't know what to tell you. You might as well be tired of your grandparents, because they are old, and they got you here in the first place. Hey guys, SSC Spectacular here. Thank you for watching that video. I've got plenty of other videos like this on the channel, and you might see one on the screen, or take some time to watch this video that YouTube recommends. I'll catch you in the next one, and until next time, if you can't be good, you get at it. Peace.